Hey guys, how about a love letter to one of Austin's most famous characteristics? It's music. Joining us now is the founder and editor-in-chief, of the brand new book, Austin's Music Scene, your guide to the city's most iconic artists and venues, Mitch Baranowski, who's doing a really good job of being Vanna White at the same time. Mitch, good morning.
Are there letters to turn? I will turn the letters.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Let's talk a little bit about this book, because you said there was a gap to fill and that you were surprised no one had done it yet.
Yeah, I'm a longtime live music fan. When I went to journalism school here at UT many moons ago, I fell in love with the scene. And when we had a chance to partner up with the Health Alliance for this project, the Health Alliance for Austin Musicians, we realized no one has ever done a snapshot of the scene today. We have all this great talent working every night across town, giving us dozens of low or no cost shows. So it's really, really stunning that we don't have a guide to the scene. We have our history books and our memoirs and biographies. So as a group of journalists and fans, we set out to create the guide, and here we are.
Yeah, and I think it's so cool that we're looking at like cutting edge of the moment. This is who is making music right now, because so often we do the documentary. So often we go into historical,
Right. I mean, 224 pages is not enough space for all the talent we have in this town. But what we've tried to do is give you a cross-section, curate a look at some 160 plus artists across 7 genres. So from country and Americana and blues and soul all the way to electronic and experimental and jazz.
Oh.
It's here.
Oh, I love it. Why did it feel so important to you specifically to create this book?
Well, as such a longtime fan, I wanted to do something to give back to the music scene that's given me so much. And I wanted to do something to help HAAM during its 20th anniversary. The scene is thriving, but to survive, it really needs our help. And so half of every purchase goes back to further HAAM's mission of providing affordable care to working musicians across Central Texas.
And we've had HAAM Day not too long ago. They were on the realm of raising $850 to $1 million as far as money raised, goals created, and that's how they know how many people they're able to serve over the next year. But this is the safety net. This is the thing that, with care ahead of musicians getting into trouble, taking care of themselves, making sure that they're able to continue working. It's huge. HAAM is a big deal.
And it's open enrollment right now, so for all those artists, perhaps who haven't gotten their applications in, they should do so.
Hey, that's a good one.
And we have a whole section in the back of the book too, that highlights all of the nonprofits working to promote and sustain the live music scene, so we as readers and fans can amplify their impact.
Yeah, and we were talking about SIMS, mental health,
Correct.
all that stuff. There's some really good organizations involved. I do want to ask you, as we talk about how wonderful Austin is, of course you are a UT grad, so you love this city. But what sets us apart from, I think about like the Nashvilles of the world. What makes us different?
Well, one of the surprising things I learned, we talk about the Austin music scene as if it's some monolithic entity. And when you start digging into the artists and all these genres and the venues, both the iconic venues like Antone's or Broken Spoke, but also the hidden gems, all the festivals, whether it's ACL Fest or the Eastside Kings Festival, you realize it's not just one scene. It's a lot of scenes. It's dozens of scenes. And so my scene is not your scene. It's very personal. Maybe you like African Night Saturdays at the Sahara Lounge, or maybe I like Cumbia Night at Hotel Vegas. That's the beautiful thing about Austin's live music community. It holds space for all of us to find our passion.
I think that's so cool. And speaking of holding space, we've got a really cool map inside this book that we want to make sure that we show off to everybody.
Yes,
Tell me about this.
Our friend Emma Schmidt is a talented illustrator and designer, and she drew these great little illustrations, facades, and signs of key venues across town. So this is just one of the ways that we're helping you plan your live music experience. Whether you are a longtime resident or a first-time visitor, there's something in here for you to discover.
And did you discover anything super interesting or surprising along the way?
Oh, I'm a curious sort, and I've learned so much, and I'm continuing to learn. But I think one of the nicest things we can sometimes honor the past by focusing on the present. And many of the artists in the interviews we conducted shared that they're standing on the shoulders of the artists who came before. So you might hear Sue Foley, the great blues singer-songwriter, guitarist, talk about Albert Collins, or an up-and-coming honky-tonker named Ellis Bullard might nod to Willie Nelson, or Chris Kimura at the Parker Jazz Club will certainly mention Tony Campisi, the great tenor saxophonist.
That is so cool. So what do they say? Someone else walked so that I could run.
Exactly.
Thing. Yeah. Well, that's really neat that you found out so much. And so who would this book be, a great gift for? Because we're starting to talk about gift giving season.
If you have a music lover in your family, I think this makes a pretty good gift. We talk about it at our team. The creative strategy is sort of a reverse mullet: party in the front, business in the back, and it really is a hybrid coffee table meets field guide. And
I was saying good coffee table book, something that people can pick up and thumb through and learn a little.
It's priced accordingly. It's very, we try to keep it within reason. We printed it in Missouri in the United States. That was important to us. And you can buy it online at thunderhouse.co or at stores around town. Antone's, Big Henry's, Book People, Waterloo, Whole Earth Provision Company, Austin Rocks, Wild About Music. We're getting the word out.
Yeah, it's amazing. And Thunderhouse, you made a mention to say, in order to publish through them, you do have to be giving back. So just one more time, we are giving back to HAAM today.
Absolutely. This is a mission-driven media company. Every project has a cause attached to it. In this case, it's the wonderful Health Alliance for Austin Musicians. Half the proceeds are going to further their mission, affordable care for working musicians.
So cool. All right. We really appreciate your time today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. All right. For more information and to get your copy of the book, visit thunderhouse.co.